Hi, little buddy. Hank's standing here by me. This is morning of day 254, and Brenda's going to town to take care of paper stuff. And Hank's sitting here, bye, Grandma. Love you. Bye, Grandma. He's eating a bagel. Huh? You helping your dad work on his friend's truck? Yeah. So anyway, it's morning of day 254. I missed doing a log yesterday between other things. Part of me wants to beat myself up about that, and part of me wants to be just really okay with that, because that happens. So yesterday we broke camp up on the valley we were in. We came down. We were on the way home. We were going to visit the Museum of the Mountain Men. It was closed for one day only. We did visit and overlooking the sites, the Green River Rendezvous site from back in the day, from back in the 1830s. So that was actually pretty cool to see that. And the sign's in really bad disrepair. It's just really a shame nobody's taking care of it. I mean, it's just in one of those things. Long drive home. Interesting geological guidepost signs on the way back, so it's kind of neat. One of them was talking about this layer of stone has squid-like creatures in it. And another one said this layer of stone has bizarre sharks in it. I'm like kind of wondering what a bizarre shark is exactly, but so anyway, got back, a nice welcome home. Draco's out on an overnight dinosaur thing, and so he'll come back today. So the interesting thing about today that I'm seeing, had a little health thing last night, brought back I had this recurring health problem. Came back. It's always a shock when it happens, and it came back last night, but hopefully it's short-lived again and goes away. Interesting about this morning is overnight it went from being too warm last night to cold air moving in, heavy winds last night, and it's just nice and cool. Not quite as cool as it was up where we were, which was really nice for the cold weather after all the heat this summer, but definitely cooler this morning. Nice, really nice. That time of year, I'm going to hear in a little bit. I'm going to help Abby process peppers. She's got about 4 bushels of peppers to lay up. Apparently, between 3-footers and birds, our peach supply is lower than anticipated. They've been picking and eating peaches all day, every day for a while. So that's neat. Well, what's up, Hank, man? Your mom's just watering the livestock, baby. So, an interesting thing about this morning, a young man that came back with us for a little while this summer is going to winter up with us. His name's Stone. He worked the masonry with me a little bit on this job, did a great job, great listener. His trade craft is processing hides, turning hides into leather. And that's what he's working on this morning, is this one cowhide. I've been saving for a rug for my lodge, and a beautiful chestnut. And Kevin is working in his trade today, fixing a friend of ours pickup truck. Needs a lot of work. She's moving away, and well, it'll be the last chance to work on the truck for a long time, so taking care of all the must-dos on it. But Kevin's working on his trade. And Brenda's not sewing yet, but she is planning sewing projects. But Brenda's other big contribution to everything we do, of course, is the paperwork end of things, making sure the bills are paid and deposits are made in the bank. The part of the conventional life that we have to have, that society is not very easy about us escaping. She's shipping off a package to a friend of mine in England today for me. So she takes care of the mail, and she takes care of the paperwork stuff. She takes care of all that stuff, and car registrations, and legal stuff, administration stuff. So she's working in her trade craft today. One of them, because there are other things, sewing and weaving and stuff. And that's coming up. Abby's lining up. She's getting another pony today. She hasn't got the horse she was expecting to get, because people went silent on her on that. She's lining up next set of pigs. She's lining up her schedule to start hitting the livestock auction and get the next couple cows for processing out. This trip let me think about a lot of things. One of the big ones is it helped me understand for the first time why I actually started this project, because I didn't know. I just had the inspiration and did it and wanted to see what would happen. I think I understand part of it now. I had a really bad marriage before this marriage, and very verbally abusive person, and everything that was me, that person browbeat me till I quit doing it, whatever it was. And I was weak and let that happen. And after a while, after 10 years of slowly losing your identity, you don't realize you've lost it. And then I faced things on this trip, like being afraid of something I did all the time when I was a kid, and then you take the bad marriage, and then you take the last 7 years of being sick or injured all the time, and being afraid of getting hurt, being afraid of this, being afraid of that, just getting more and more fear-filled, more mundane. And so the oddest thing about all that is I'd looked for a couple things, like, I'm unhappy because of this situation, I'm unhappy because of that situation, and when the truest thing is when you're unhappy with something, oftentimes what needs to change is you, not necessarily the thing around you. And it's not that I needed to change, but I did. I needed to change back into me. And then I compromised that this year between the Fair Project thing, and I had this creepo stalker type that, had connections with people I actually care about. And so no matter what I did, it, if it made the stalker mad, it would, provoke, problems with the people I actually gave a damn about. And so I started to change. I stopped doing these videos. I stopped expressing my opinion in things. I stopped, just doing so many of the things that early on in this project made such a huge difference to me. And, at some point in time, as much as I even care about the people, that I care about, if it's always a matter of, look, you have to put up with this psycho, or, we're going to be mad at you, at some point in time, I need to just cut that loose a little bit, maybe, huh? What are you doing using my vice, hippie? He's over there trying to sneakily use my rusty vice, which is not, there's no discreet way to use that.
I can throw a towel over me in the vice.
Now put some foam rubber over it, it'll be fine. What? You carried a bucket. See, I don't know if I'm getting you on tape, but there's Hank helping water animals, wearing nitrile gloves that his dad uses to work on the truck, on cars. I don't know if I'm filming him or not. Hank's over there somewhere. I don't know if that came out or not. I didn't flip the thing around. So that was part of where I was at with this, and the kind of understanding that that's what part of this was about, is just bringing me back. And then that ties in with the being friends with myself thing. Like, I never knew that being me was something worthwhile to be. But there it is, and it is. At least to me. So, my trade craft today, I don't know. I have a lot that I work in, and then I work on helping everyone else with theirs. I'm not going to tinker today. I'm doing some planning for tinkering and what I want to do over the winter, where I want to set up the tinker area and leave it set up. So I won't be moving it around. There'll be no more shows till February, and then I'll just take a portable bunch, and I'll figure out what I'm doing from there. At least I don't think there's any more shows till then. Work-wise, like day job, mystery stuff. Yeah, those are just big lumps of coal. Actually, what's neat about the big lumps of coal is you use a little coal on the forge, get the fire going, then you put the big lumps on top, and it turns it into coke. Yep. And then the coke makes a much better forge fire in a little bit. Yeah. So that's why I have the bigs. It's weird. It's different than what most people do, but it works really well.
Just coke, but...
Yeah, but I have to make mine.
That's cool.
And coal's cheap in this valley because we have it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's. But some of it's like how I want to live and where I want to live and what we want to do and how we want to do it, and so over the next month and a half or so, between working, what I can to put money away for the winter, and what we got to do work-wise, put food away for the winter, and all those things. I got to find ways to continue to tweak how we live our lives to be efficient to the point where we need it to be. But in terms of me working my trade craft, I got masonry this next week, I have masonry the week after, and next week not only masonry, but I have engineering to do. So there's that stuff. But like I said, part of what my trade craft in life is helping and coordinating other people's efforts, being someone people can bounce their ideas off of, and when they're not sure about something and whatnot. So I don't know, philosopher maybe. It's kind of a weird thing. It's not much of a job, but it is something I do contribute to on things. So big poker finale tonight. The story game starts again next week. It's nice and cool today. I'm gonna go chop peppers here in a little bit. And so yeah, that's day 254 starting out here anyway. Having a nice cup of Lipton tea with honey in it. It's that time of year where, well, we'll talk about that some other time. But it's starting to hit. Some more grief is starting to hit from a loss this spring. So it's just that time of year, But anyway, I hope everybody has a good day out there. Aside from the one little bad health thing that kicked back in, which will pass, doing okay, and gotta sort the hovel out and gotta get the property working right, and the chickens are pissed off about something. Anyway, we'll talk to everybody later.